The Great Bible, Numbers, the 22nd chapter. King Balak sendeth for Balaam, whose name in the Hebrew is written Bileam. Balaam's ass speaketh. The 22nd chapter. And the children of Israel departed and pitched in the fields of Moab, on the other side of Jordan, over against Jericho. And Balak the son of Ziphor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, and the Moabites were sore afraid of the people, because there were many, and stood in fear of the children of Israel. And Moab said unto the elders of Madian, Now shall this company lick us up all that are round about us, as an ox licketh up the grass of the field. And Balak the son of Ziphor was king of the Moabites at that time. He sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor in Petor, which is by the river in the land of the children of his folk, to call him, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, and behold, they cover the face of the earth, and dwell over against me. Come now, therefore, and curse this people for my sake, for they are too mighty for me, if so peradventure I might be able to smite them, and to drive them out of the land. For I wot that he whom thou blessest is blessed, and whom thou cursest is cursed. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Madian departed, having the reward of the soothsaying in their hand. And they came unto Balaam, and told him the words of Balak. He answered them, Tarry here this night, and I will bring you word, even as the Lord shall say unto me. And the lords of Moab abode with Balaam. And God came unto Balaam, and said, What men are these with thee? And Balaam said unto God, Balak the son of Ziphor, king of Moab, hath sent unto me, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, and covereth the face of the earth. Come now, therefore, and curse them for my sake, if so peradventure I may be able to overcome them in battle, and to drive them out. And God said unto Balaam, Go not thou with them, neither curse the people, for they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning, and said unto the lords of Balak, Get you unto your land, for the Lord will not suffer me to go with you. And the lords of Moab rose up, and went unto Balak, and said, Balaam would not come with us. And Balak sent again a greater company of lords, and more honorable than they, which came to Balaam, and told him, Thus saith Balak the son of Ziphor, O, let nothing let thee but come unto me, for I will greatly promote thee unto great honor, and will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me. Come, I pray thee, curse this people for my sake. And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, If Balak would give me his houseful of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God, to do less or more. Now, therefore, tarry ye here this night, that I may wit what the Lord will say unto me more. And God came unto Balaam by night, and said unto him, If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But look, what I say unto thee, that shalt thou do. And Balaam rose up early, and saddled his ass, and went with the lords of Moab. And the countenance of God was angry because he went. And the angel of the Lord stood in the way against him, as he rode upon his ass. And his 2 servants were with him. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord stand in the way, and having a sword drawn in his hand, the ass turned aside out of the way, and went out into the field. And Balaam smote the ass to turn her into the way. But the angel of the Lord stood in a path between the vineyards, and there was a wall on the one side, and another on the other. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she wrenched unto the wall, and thrust Balaam's foot unto the wall, and he smote her again. And the angel of the Lord went further, and stood in a narrow place, where was no way to turn, either to the right hand or to the left. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down unto Balaam. And Balaam was wroth, and smote the ass with a staff. And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me now 3 times? And Balaam said unto the ass, Because thou hast mocked me, I would also there were a sword in my hand, for even now would I kill thee. And the ass said unto Balaam, Am not I thine ass, which thou hast ridden upon since thou wast born unto this day? Was I ever wont to do so unto thee? He said, Nay. And the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, having a sword drawn in his hand. He bowed himself therefore, and fell flat on his face. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass 3 times? Behold, I came out as an adversary, because thou makest thy way contrary unto me. And the ass saw me, and went back from me 3 times. Or else, if she had not turned from me, giving place to me that stood in the way, I had surely slain thee, and saved her alive. Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I wist not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will turn home again. The angel said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but what I say unto thee, that shalt thou speak. And so Balaam went with the lords of Balak. And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him unto a city of Moab, which is in the border of Arnon, even in the utmost coast. And Balak said unto Balaam, Did I not send for thee, to call thee? And wherefore camest thou not unto me? Because I am not able to promote thee unto honor? And Balaam made answer unto Balak, Lo, I am come unto thee, and can I now say anything at all? The word that God putteth in my mouth, that shall I speak. And Balaam went with Balak, and they came unto a city of streets. And Balak offered oxen and sheep, and sent rewards for Balaam, and for the lords that were with him. And on the morrow Balak took Balaam, and brought him up into the high place of Baal, that thence he might see the utmost part of the people. The 23rd chapter. Balaam blesseth the people. The 23rd chapter. And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam said. And Balak and Balaam offered on every altar an ox and a ram. And Balaam said unto Balak, Stand by the sacrifice, and I will go, if happily the Lord will meet me. And whatsoever he showeth me, I will tell thee. And he went forth alone. But God met Balaam, and Balaam said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and have offered upon every altar an ox and a ram. And the Lord put a saying in Balaam's mouth, and said, Go again to Balak, and say on this wise. And when he went again unto him, lo, he stood by his sacrifice, he and all the lords of Moab. And he took up his parable, and said, Balak the king of Moab hath fed me from Mesopotamia, out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse Jacob for my sake. Come, and defy Israel. How shall I curse him whom God hath not cursed? Or how shall I defy him whom God hath not defied? From the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell by themselves, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. Who can tell the dust of Jacob, and the number of the fourth part of Israel? I pray God that my soul may die the death of the righteous, and that my last end may be like his. And Balak said unto Balaam, What hast thou done unto me? I fed thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them. He answered and said, Must I not keep that and speak it, which the Lord hath put in my mouth? And Balak said unto him, Come, I pray thee with me unto another place, whence thou mayest see them, and thou shalt see but the utmost part of them, and shalt not see them all. Curse them out of the place for my sake. And he brought him into a field, where men might see far off, even to the top of an hill, and built 7 altars, and offered an ox and a ram on every altar. And he said unto Balak, Stand here by thy sacrifice, while I go yonder. And the Lord met Balaam, and put a word in his mouth, and said, Go again unto Balak, and thus say. And when he came to him, behold, he stood by his sacrifice, and the lords of Moab with him. And Balak said unto him, What hath the Lord said? And he took up his parable, and answered, Rise up, Balak, and hear, and hearken unto me, thou son of Ziphor. God is not a man, that he should lie, neither the son of a man, that he should repent. Should he say, and not do? Or should he speak, and not make it good? Behold, I have taken upon me to bless, for he hath blessed, and it is not in my power to alter it. He beheld no vanity in Jacob, nor saw travail in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and the presence of the king is among them. God brought them out of Egypt. He hath strength as a unicorn. There is no sorcery in Jacob, nor soothsaying in Israel. It is now told unto Jacob and Israel what God hath wrought. Behold, the people shall rise up as a lioness, and heave up himself as a lion. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey, and drink the blood of them that are slain. And Balak said unto Balaam, Neither curse them nor bless them. But Balaam answered and said unto Balak, Told not I thee, saying, All that the Lord speaketh, that I must do? And Balak said unto Balaam, Come, I pray thee, and I will bring thee yet unto another place, if peradventure it shall please God, that thou mayest thence curse them for my sake. And Balak brought Balaam unto the top of Peor, that boweth toward the wilderness of Jesimon. And Balaam said unto Balak, Make me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered an ox and a ram on every altar. The 24th chapter. Balaam prophesieth of the kingdom of Israel and of the coming of Christ. Balak is angry with Balaam. The destruction of the Amalekites and of the Kenites. The 24th chapter. And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord that he should bless Israel, he went not as he did twice before, to fet soothsaying, but set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and looked upon Israel as he lay according to his tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam the son of Beor hath said, and the man whose eye is open hath said, he hath said, which heareth the words of God, and seeth the visions of the Almighty, and falleth down with open eyes. How goodly are thy tents, O Jacob, and thine habitations, O Israel! Even as the valleys are, they laid abroad, and as gardens by the river's side, as the tents which the Lord hath pitched, and as cypress trees beside the waters. The water droppeth out of his bouquet, and his seed shall be many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him out of Egypt, as the strength of an unicorn is he unto him. He shall eat the nations his enemies, and gnaw their bones, and pierce them through with his arrows. He couched himself, and lay down as a lion, and as a lioness. Who shall stir him up? Blessed is he that blesseth thee, and cursed is he that curseth thee. And Balak was wroth with Balaam, and smote his hands together. And Balak said unto Balaam, I sent for thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them this 3 times. Therefore now get thee quickly unto thy place. I thought that I would promote thee unto honor, but lo, the Lord hath kept thee back from worship. Balaam answered unto Balak, Told I not thy messengers which thou sentest unto me, saying, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot pass the word of the Lord, to do either good or bad of mine own mind? But what the Lord saith, that am I compelled to speak. And now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee what this people shall do to thy folk in the later days. And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam the son of Beor hath said, the man whose eye is open hath said, he hath said that heareth the words of God, and hath a knowledge of the Most High, and beholdeth the vision of the Almighty, and that falleth with open eyes. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star of Jacob, and rise a scepter of Israel, and shall smite the coasts of Moab, and undermine all the children of Seth. And Edom shall be possessed, and Seir shall fall to the possession of their enemies. And Israel shall do manfully. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy the remnant of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable, and said, Amalek is the first of the nations, but his latter end shall perish utterly. And he looked on the Kenites, and took up his parable, and said, Strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock. Nevertheless the Kenite shall be rooted out, until Assur take the prisoner. And he took up his parable, and said, Alas, who shall live when God doeth this. The ships also shall come out of the coast of Italy, and subdue Assur, and subdue Eber, and he himself shall perish at the last. And Balaam rose up, and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. The 25th chapter. The people committeth fornication with the daughters of Moab. Phinehas killeth Zamri and Cosbi. God commandeth to kill the Madianites. The 25th chapter. And Israel dwelt in Sittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab, which called the people unto the sacrifice of their gods. And the people did eat, and worshipped their gods. And Israel coupled himself unto Baal Peor. And the indignation of the Lord was provoked against Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take all the heads of the people, and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the wrath of the Lord's countenance may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, Every one slay his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came, and brought unto his brethren a Madianitish wife, even in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of all the multitude of the children of Israel, that wept before the door of the tabernacle of witness. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up out of the midst of the company, and took a weapon in his hand, and went after the man of Israel into the tent, and thrust them through, both the man of Israel, and also the woman, even through the belly of her. And the plague ceased from the children of Israel, and there died in the plague 24,000. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Phinehas the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, hath turned mine anger away from the children of Israel, while he was jealous for my sake among them, that I had not consumed the children of Israel in my jealousy. Wherefore say, Behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of the priest's office forever, because he was jealous for his God's sake, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. The name of the Israelite which was slain with the Madianitish wife was Zomri, the son of Selu, a lord of an house and kindred of Simeon. And the name of the Madianitish wife that was slain was Corbi, the daughter of Zur, a head over the people of an house and kindred of Madian. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Vex the Madianites, and smite them, for they trouble you with their wiles, which have beguiled you by deceit in the cause of Peor, and in the cause of their sister Cosbi, the daughter of a lord of the Madianites, which was slain in the day of the plague, for Peor's sake. The 26th chapter. The children of Israel are numbered. The 26th chapter. And it fortuned that after the plague, the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, Take the number of all the multitude of the children of Israel, from 20 years and above, throughout their fathers' houses, all that are able to go to war in Israel. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spake unto them in the fields of Moab, by Jordan, over against Jericho, from 20 years and above, as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel when they were come out of Egypt. Reuben, the eldest son of Israel. The children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the kindred of the Hanokites, and Palu, of whom cometh the kindred of the Paluites. Of Hezeon cometh the kindred of the Hezeonites. Of Carmi cometh the kindred of the Carmites. These are the kindreds of the Reubenites, and they were in number 43,730. And the sons of Palu, Eliab, and the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, Datan, and Abiram. This is that Datan and Abiram, which were famous in the congregation, and strove against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah, when they strove against the Lord. And the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed them up. Korah also was in the death of that multitude, what time the fire consumed 250 men, and they became a sign. Notwithstanding, the children of Korah died not. And the children of Simeon after their kindreds were Nemuel, of whom cometh the kindred of the Nemuelites, Jamin, of whom cometh the kindred of the Jaminites, Jachin, of whom cometh the kindred of the Jachamites, of Zari cometh the kindred of the Zariites, and of Saul cometh the kindred of the Saulites. These are the kindreds of Simeon, even 22,200. The children of Gad after their kindreds were Zephon, of whom cometh the kindred of the Zephonites, Hagi, of whom cometh the kindred of the Haggites, Suni, of whom cometh the kindred of the Sunites, of Aseni cometh the kindred of the Asenites, and of Eri cometh the kindred of the Erites, of Erod cometh the kindred of the Erodites, of Ariel cometh kindred of the Arielites. These are the kindreds of the children of Gad, according to their numbers, 40,500. The children of Judah, Er and Onan. And Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. But the children of Judah after their kindreds were Selah, of whom cometh the kindred of the Selanites, Pharez, of whom cometh the kindred of the Pharezites, Zareh, of whom cometh the kindred of the Zerahites. And the children of Pharez were Hezron, of whom cometh the kindred of the Hezronites, Hamul, of whom cometh the kindred of the Hamulites. These are the kindreds of Judah, after their numbers, 76,500. The children of Issachar, after their kindreds, were Tola, of whom cometh the kindred of the Tolaites, Phuah, of whom cometh the kindred of the Phuahites, of Jasub cometh the kindred of the Jasubites, of Simeon cometh the kindred of the Simeonites. These are the kindreds of Issachar after their numbers, 64,300. The children of Zabulon after their kindreds were Sered, of whom cometh the kindred of the Seredites, Elon, of whom cometh the kindred of the Elonites, Jaheliel, of whom cometh the kindred of the Jahelielites. These are the kindreds of the Zabulonites after their numbers, 70,500. The children of Joseph throughout their kindreds were Manasseh and Ephraim. The children of Manasseh, Machir, of whom cometh the kindred of the Machirites. And Machir begat Gilead, and of Gilead cometh the kindred of the Gileadites. And these are the children of Gilead. Hieser, of whom cometh the kindred of the Hieserites. Helek, of whom cometh the kindred of the Helekites. And Asriel, of whom cometh the kindred of the Asrielites. And Sichem, of whom cometh the kindred of the Sichemites. Semida, of whom cometh the kindred of the Simidites, and Hepher, of whom cometh the kindred of the Hepherites. And Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, had no sons, but daughters. And the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Mahlah, Noah, Haglah, Milcah, and Tiesah. These are the kindreds of Manasseh, and the number of them 52,700. These are the children of Ephraim, after their kindreds. Sutelah, of whom cometh the kindred of the Sutelahites. Becher, of whom cometh the kindred of the Becherites. Tahan, of whom cometh the kindred of the Tahanites. And these are the children of Sutelah. Aaron, of whom cometh the kindred of the Aaronites. These are the kindreds of the children of Ephraim after their numbers, 32,500. And these are the children of Joseph after their kindreds. These are the children of Benjamin after their kindreds. Bela, of whom cometh the kindred of the Belaites. Asbel, of whom cometh the kindred of the Asbelites. Abiram, of whom cometh the kindred of the Ahiramites. Supham, of whom cometh the kindred of the Suphamites. Hupham, of whom cometh the kindred of the Huphamites. And the children of Bela were Ard and Naaman, from whence cometh the kindred of the Ardites, and of Naaman the kindred of the Naamites. These are the children of Benjamin after their kindreds, and after their number, 45,600. These are the children of Dan after their kindreds. Suham, of whom cometh the kindred of the Suhamites. These are the households of Dan after their kindreds. And the kindreds of the Suhamites were after their numbers, 64,400. The children of Aser after their kindreds were Jemnah, of whom cometh the kindred of the Jemnites. Jesui, of whom cometh the kindred of the Jesuites. Bria, of whom cometh the kindred of the Brites. The children of Bria were Heber, of whom cometh the kindred of the Heberites. Malchiel, of whom came the kindred of the Malchielites. And the daughter of Aser was called Sarah. These are the kindreds of Aser after their numbers, 53,400. The children of Naphtali after their kindreds were Jahaziel, of whom came the kindred of the Jahazielites. Guni, of whom came the kindred of the Gunites. Jezer, of whom came the kindred of the Jezerites. Salem, of whom came the kindred of the Salemites. These are the kindreds of Naphtali according to their households, whose number is 45,400. These are the numbers of the children of Israel, 600,008,730. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Unto these the land shall be divided to inherit, according to the number of names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few the less. To every tribe shall the inheritance be given according to the number thereof. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot, and according to the names of the tribes of their fathers they shall inherit. According to the lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few. These are the numbers of the Levites after their kindreds. Gerson, of whom came the kindred of the Gersonites. Kahat, of whom came the kindred of the Kahatites. Merari, of whom came the kindred of the Merarites. These are the kindreds of the Levites. The kindred of the Libnites, the kindred of the Hebronites, the kindred of the Mahalites, the kindred of the Musites, the kindred of the Carabites. Kahat begat Amram, and Amram's wife was called Jochebed, a daughter of Levi, which was born unto Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram Aaron, Moses, and Miriam their sister. And unto Aaron were born Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Lord. And after their numbers, they were 24,000, all males from a month old and above. For they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. These are the numbers when Moses and Eleazar the priest numbered the children of Israel in the plain of Moab, fast by Jordan, over against Jericho. And among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron numbered, when they told the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord said of them, They shall die in the wilderness, and there was not left a man of them, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun.